Here I sit, head in hand, contemplating healthcare plans. Hey, yo, alright, it's tea time with Tony. Tony, what about it here? So, today's tea is a lovely chamomile. It's kind of soothing. My blood pressure's been acting up a little. Anywho, let's get on with the news. So I'm online reading in the news forums today, right? And it says that Seinfeld's gonna have a reunion of sorts on what's that show? Curb Your Enthusiasm on HBO. Yeah, that's it. I think I just might have to check that out. You know, I used to like their dry humor. Moving on, Taylor Swift, Kanye West, still in the news. They just can't end a new celebrity feud. You know, she's on The View, right? And they're asking her, so what was going through your mind? And she's like, oh look, it's Kanye West. Nice hair. Wait, what just happened? And you know, and Kanye hadn't bothered to even call her directly and apologize yet. Like her publicist and his publicist couldn't get a hold of each other or something, you know? But after she says this on the news, or on The View, whatever that show is, he calls her right away and he apologizes of sorts, you know? I think he did it more because he got caught, you know, you get stuck in a bad situation trying to save face. But I think that's enough about Kanye. The big thing in sports right now, what we're looking at all over the web is starting to hit, is the UFC and Ultimate Fighting versus boxing. Who's going to take the lead in pay-per-view sports? If you ask me, I'm kind of a little more leaning to the UFC. It's a little more well-rounded in the MMA. You know, they got the fight game, they got the ground game, they got the cage. It's a little more exciting, a little better on the fighting. So we'll have to see what happens. And then the what about it. You want to know what about it? I'll tell you what about it. This new healthcare plan that the government keeps talking about, right? I'm trying to wrap my heads around it, but it's so hard because there's something new every day, and something new and something new. Like today, I'm sitting there reading, right? And I stumble across this thing that says they're going to spend like almost $900 billion over the next 10 years for this potential health plan. And if that does go through, they're going to use the youth of the next generation to try and finance it for the elderly. What that means is mandatory healthcare plans that they have to pay for, and if they don't pay, they're going to get fined. Does anybody else out there see a problem with that? I got a problem with that. I don't like anything mandatory handed out from the government other than citizenship, you know, things like that. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm not a big fan of it, and I hope they come up with something else. And that's what Tony thinks.